Hello, everyone, and welcome to Growing Your ITSM Capabilities with Cherwell and TAPS. My name is Tabitha Ishman, and I'm the Marketing Manager of Excalibur Data Systems. And I just wanted to welcome all of you to our webinar today and then talk about a few logistics before we go ahead and get started. The lines are muted and the webinar is being recorded. The recording will be sent via email to everyone on the line tomorrow, and we'll answer questions at the end. But I will say that you can ask questions anytime just by typing them into the questions section on your screen. And then I'm going to jump into a little bit about Excalibur Data Systems. We are a leading edge consulting firm guiding organizations through the digital transformation journey, and we are also a proud partner of Cherwell Software. So we can jump into the bulk of the presentation. I'm going to introduce our presenter today, Mike Fuson, VP and Senior Solution Architect of Excalibur Data Systems. So welcome, Mike.
Thank you, Tabitha. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Probably the first question is, what is a TAP? So a Cherwell TAP, that's a term that's used by Cherwell. It's used by other vendors as well, but it's a technology alliance partner. So Excalibur is a Cherwell reseller, and we're also a Cherwell delivery partner, or we're really a services partner for Cherwell. So while we can handle things end-to-end with your Cherwell system, technology alliance partners usually bring their technology or solution to enhance the Cherwell platform. In almost all cases, they've spent time and energy to build an integration to the Cherwell platform and make those available to the customer to be able to integrate their solution with the Cherwell platform. Now, what are some TAP examples? So we've got some examples here, which are organizations that Excalibur Data Systems partners with, folks like sigmago and Science Logic and CG4 that are technology alliance partners of Cherwell. Cherwell does have on their partners page the list of technology alliance partners that are out there. If you're looking for a solution that fits a particular technology or need. So we have a poll question for everybody just to get things started. Are you using any of the TAPs that we maybe have on that list with your Cherwell Service Management platforms today, or perhaps any of the other technology alliance partners that are out there that have a TAP solution for Cherwell? So we've got the poll out there, and we're tabulating our responses. And we're waiting for a response to that. So Tabitha, let's go ahead and close that out. It looks like we're just kind of in the early stages of getting things started, and folks might not have caught that poll, and that's quite all right. So why would you use one of these TAP solutions? And there are a lot of reasons, but one of the most specific reasons that's typically used is you're looking for a point solution. So Cherwell does great things, but Cherwell is an IT service management, enterprise service management platform. It doesn't do absolutely everything in IT. There are tons of point solutions out there that take care of some very specific technologies, all the way up to very, very large pieces of IT that can integrate back into your Cherwell platform. And so the solution, another big reason, is that that solution is integrated into Cherwell. So you're able to integrate the solution into your Cherwell platform. You don't have to build that integration. The integration is already there. And in many cases, you can expand that integration if need be. You can expand your organization's capabilities. So very, very often, we bring in a technology alliance partner to help a customer solve a very, very particular need that customer may have that they want to solve. And we're going to talk about some of these. So I'll get into some specific use case examples here in a few moments. And so it's going to solve that specific need for the organization. So what we had up on the screen a moment ago is a bunch of logos, but what do some of these technologies do? So let's take a little look at what some of these technologies do. So one of the logos we had up there was our friends at sigmago. sigmago is a mobile app solution for Cherwell. It's a true iOS and Android apps are available from sigmago. Both technician and customer apps are available. It's an extremely adaptable solution, and it's a very, very quick solution to implement. So a lot of our customers will come to us and they'll say, hey, we can use Cherwell's adaptive forms to provide a mobile solution, but that isn't going to necessarily meet our requirements. We need to be able to put a solution out there. We want to have a bit of control over it. We want it to be a native application for the mobile platform, be that iOS or Android, as the two primary platforms that are out there. We want to be able to control it end to end. We want to brand it. We want to do this with all of those sort of things. So sigmago comes into play as a TAP partner, where they're able to provide you that actual mobile app in order to leverage your Cherwell platform, both for the technicians and for your customers. So this is a good example of a solution that fits a very specific need that customers have. Is it integrated? It's tied so tightly you don't know where one ends and the other begins. It's Cherwell on your mobile phone in a mobile application. And it's pretty cool. It has things like your ability to go offline and different things. Now, is sigmago the only mobile solution for Cherwell? No, there are multiple other mobile solutions that are technology alliance partners as well. And it gives you the ability to go out and look at various solutions to find the one that fits your needs most properly. Some are leveraging a web interface and they're tied in. They're not necessarily a mobile app per se. Other ones have other capabilities. There's different price points. But we're showing you partner organizations we've partnered with because we think that they have a great technology to bring to the table. But this is a good example of a technology alliance partner who's built a solution to solve a need that customers have. We've had a lot of fun with it. And it's something, if you're looking for a mobile solution, something to take a look at. Take a look at the solution from sigmago. And then you start to look at something like Science Logic. So Science Logic is an AIOps platform. The platform also has the ability to do monitoring, discovery and dependency mapping, automations, depending upon the different levels. There's a full integration to Cherwell to feed your CMDB, to feed incident management from an automation perspective, to do a number of different things. The purpose today is not really to dive into every little nuance of what some of these technologies do and how they do it, but these are technology alliance partners that are working with Cherwell and the Cherwell platform to deliver technology that you may need. So Science Logic, we've got their little graphic here, see, contextualize, and then act. So it has the ability to do a lot of stuff within the Science Logic platform, but then also drive your CMDB with the discovery and the dependency mapping data. The monitoring data potentially could be used to feed event management. The AIOps and the automation capabilities that exist within Science Logic could also feed incident management, problem management, other process areas within your platform. So a very, very tight integration, but a technology that solves a particular need that Cherwell itself. CAM, as first question we always get when we start talking about discovery platforms, Cherwell has CAM. Yeah, CAM is a very capable discovery platform, but CAM doesn't do dependency mapping. CAM doesn't have the level of automations that a product like Science Logic does. So while CAM is out there, you may have needs that exceed the capabilities of, say, Cherwell Asset Management. However, many of our customers use an AIOps platform in concert with CAM. So it doesn't always have to be a single solution. It can be multiple solutions working together to provide for the needs of the organization and what the organization needs to do. And then you take a look at something like an AlertOps. So AlertOps is an alerting platform. So yes, we can use our automation process engine within Cherwell to deliver automations out there, to send out emails. But when you want to start to have very, very robust notifications that need to go on. Maybe they need to be pure SMS type messages. Well, you need an SMS platform to do that. Cherwell doesn't do SMS natively. AlertOps does. AlertOps can make phone calls on your behalf. Not only can you respond to incidents faster, because you can set up on-call teams, and the teams can manage a lot of that. You're just using Cherwell's automation process engine to send the information over to AlertOps, and then it does whatever it's supposed to do based on its rules. But it also, when you start to look at major incident management, where maybe something gets raised to a major incident status, and you need to start pulling in multiple stakeholders, or potentially pumping out messages to different stakeholders. And then it also has an automation engine to it that allows for workflows that are really using no code to be able to drive some workflows as well on the back end of the AlertOps platform. And this all has an API integration over to Cherwell, where you're able to have these solutions work in concert with each other. But this is a way where if you have much more significant alerting needs, AlertOps can come into play. I think about a situation that we saw recently. One of our customers was going through a drill process, and so excuse me, they were sending out emails as part of this drill, and we received a notification saying, "Hey, you're going to see some emails today. It's going to have XYZ kind of in the title of it, telling us that, hey, this is for this exercise that we're doing." And they were leveraging their platform, like an AlertOps, to pump out certain messages that gave us certain notifications. And it was pretty cool to watch them go through their exercise that they were going through and making sure proper notifications were getting to the proper groups as to what may be going on. And this could be everything from not only incident management and other things that relate to ITSM, but this could be other alerting that you may want to do. Maybe it's a company-wide alert based on a weather condition. We think about the world we live in today with COVID. When COVID first started, and is the office going to be closed? What may go on? I think of these type of platforms are great to be able to leverage when you want to start to get out there in a larger way, rather than kind of that call tree sort of thing where I call 5 people and each of those people call 5 people, and you start to work your way down. This information can get out there quickly. I think back to last winter, I was visiting a customer, and that Arctic whatever came down from the north and kind of hit us, and it went to very, very cold temperatures in their area. And while I was visiting, I got a notice that, hey, the office is going to be closed tomorrow due to the weather conditions. So I was able to contact my couple of key folks. We were able to do a remote session during that day because just driving conditions were quite unsafe during that temperature change and the weather conditions that were out there. So these technologies that enhance your technology that you already have in the great Cherwell platform that you already own. And then you start to look at a tool like Device 42. So here we have another discovery and dependency mapping tool, application mapping, resource utilization, and we have technologies that are built into Device 42 to do room and rack diagrams, certificate management, and so much more, and really start to feed that data into your CMDB. So this has a particular use case for customers where you've got other TAP partners like a Science Logic, and we're going to see Resolve and their Insights product here in a moment. All 3 of these deal with discovery and dependency mapping, but they also have other capabilities that each of them are able to put out to the customers, and which solution is the right solution for you based on your needs. The beauty of it is all of these solutions fully integrate to the Cherwell platform, so you can populate your CMDB, you can push other information up there, and you can leverage the capabilities of this platform to do the things that it does very well, that point solution sort of argument and solving a particular need for the organization, but also then with the integration, being able to leverage all of the wonderful data that's able to be procured by these systems to populate your CMDB, which makes your CMDB a little bit more automatic. And then you start to look at a solution like Beyond Trust. One of the solutions, there's actually a PAM solution as well, which is their privileged access management solution. But focusing on just one of the solutions from Beyond Trust is the remote support powered by BombGuard. So this is their remote support technology. It also has chat functionality, and it has a full integration to Cherwell. We at Excalibur actually use the BombGuard remote support platform. And what's kind of cool about the integration is you can do a remote, somebody can come into chat and open a ticket, or they can come in and by having them come through, it ties the remote session to a ticket, and you're able to actually track your chat back and forth that may have gone on a chat session. And you're also able to link it if you're doing recordings of remote sessions. You're able to link it to that recording of the remote session right within the ticket within your Cherwell Service Management platform. You can launch remote sessions from Cherwell. You can receive incoming remote sessions from BombGuard into Cherwell. So it allows that very, very tight integration. Well, what makes BombGuard kind of this cool solution? Well, one of the things with remote support, there are a lot of technologies that are out there, and many of those can be tied into Cherwell to varying degrees, and some of them have their own integrations they're also technology alliance partners of Cherwell. But BombGuard, one of the reasons that we really liked it is you can pretty much remote control anything. I can remote control your cell phone if I want to. And if we're doing a remote session with your cell phone, you could turn your camera on and show me what's going on. It's kind of some cool technology. But one of the other things is really the chat functionality. We've seen so often that people want to be able to have people come in and have a chat experience with a technician. Well, we've looked at a lot of different chat technologies that are out there, and many of them are more customer CSS, really a CRM type focus, where it's a sales question. You'll see those on a lot of websites. But they don't really tie in from a service and support functionality. We've looked at a few, and there are great remote support solutions, but they don't have the chat, or they've got a chat solution, but there's really no remote support. This is the best of both worlds, because you're able to have that chat session, and you've got it set up where, is it something where there's somebody available to chat? It goes into queues. Queues can be picked up, and those things can all tie right into your Cherwell Service Management system to track everything that's gone on for that remote support session, or the remote support needs that particular customer may have. So this is, again, a point solution, but something that for a lot of service desks is something that's needed in order to do effective support. That's not to say that Microsoft Teams or TeamViewer or some of the other technologies that are out there are bad by any stretch of the imagination. Many of those have integrations that are available for Cherwell. It depends on what your particular needs are, what your requirements are, and how you may be needing to use them, that will determine what the best solution for you is. And these are, we're listing out other technology alliance partners of the Cherwell. As you can see, there's a lot of them that are out there that serve similar purposes, but they all have their own capabilities that may be more suited to your particular needs. Then you look at a solution like ComAround. So ComAround is a knowledge management platform. It's a KCS verified platform. So if you're a company that is embarking on a KCS journey, and I encourage you, Excalibur just did a series, our first set in a series of webinars on KCS. What is KCS? What does it do? What does it do for me? We encourage you to join us on that journey to learn more about KCS. But for a lot of customers that are starting on that journey, this is a platform that could support that. It's powered by Microsoft's AI technology, so it's got a very, very great powered search that's in there. They also have article packs that can be preloaded for a lot of the Microsoft technologies and a lot of other technologies that would be pre-built knowledge articles that can serve your purposes, as well as it does auto translations. So it's built on the Microsoft Azure platform with a lot of the Microsoft AI technology built into it. Gives you a very extremely capable knowledge management platform that may better suit your needs than, say, the out-of-the-box knowledge solution that's built into Cherwell. And so customers have leveraged the ComAround solution to deliver their knowledge. We've got a couple of screenshots on here of where ComAround has been integrated into not only the Cherwell self-service portal, but also into the client side of things, where the technicians are able to leverage ComAround to look up articles or even be presented with potential solutions based on the information that they've put in for search. And so this platform is out there and allows you to serve a very particular need of the organization, around knowledge management, and deliver that solution to the organization while still being fully integrated to your Cherwell platform. And that's the whole idea behind our Technology Alliance partners, is their integration into Cherwell, so you have the ability to move back and forth between the two systems. And then you look at something like a Resolve Insights. This is another one of the AIOps platforms that is available and is integrated to Cherwell. It does the discovery and the dependency mapping, automations, and you see these beautiful visualizations of how various things are tied together, from an application level to a particular device level. But this is a very robust platform that is able to do many of the things around AIOps. And again, looking at the different technologies that are out there, one of the technologies may suit your particular use case or needs better. But as you can see, we've got multiple of these technologies that are available to serve the purposes of a particular organization. We also have CG4 Asset Tracking. This is one of those little ones that's definitely a point solution, but it's a point solution that we talk about so often with customers, it boggles my mind. It's barcoding solutions, asset tracking, bulk scanning. So we have customers that have receiving docks, and these receiving docks are going to receive 100 computers, and all of them are going to be given an asset tag. They can bulk scan. Got a person with a scanner, a cell phone can be used as a scanner to talk to the CG4 technology, and it'll actually bulk scan all of this information in, and they can then assign certain devices that are now going to go from, say, a central collection point. So they have one receiving dock, but it's going to go out to 5 different locations. They can actually say, where are these going to go? That information at the click of a button is then uploaded into Cherwell, and you're able to now have the stub records as those devices are discovered by a discovery tool within the network, or fulfilled or filled in manually by a technician that's going to distribute those devices. These are a couple of the examples of use cases. This is a very particular solution that solves customers' needs, as well as doing inventory is one of the other big things. We've had a lot of customers, especially looking at COVID, and we've got work from home and what's where, and they want to be able to go into a location or into a data center and scan all of the devices in. Well, you can scan, and upload that data and actually do comparisons and other analysis against your Cherwell system. So CG4 has built a great, robust integration, but their integration is somewhat open. So for particular use cases or particular needs from customers, we've worked with them extensively to build solutions that are going to suit that customer's needs, that customer's desires, to solve their challenges and make the asset management portion of things much, much easier. Then you look at something like dry ice. So dry ice has a number of solutions, but one of the ones we're highlighting here is iAutomate. So it identifies automation candidates. This is a machine learning. It's natural language enabled, and natural language processing enabled, and it's able to start to identify opportunities for automation. And I use like very, very basic examples of this, like, hey, on this particular server, we've got a particular service that seems to be a little bit finicky, and it'll shut down every once in a while. So when that alert happens, you can leverage a product like iAutomate to do they've got a bunch of out-of-the-box runbook repositories, but you can build your own run books that says, okay, go and take a look at this. And what we're going to do is we're going to restart that service and we're going to log a ticket and we're going to tie that to a problem record that we have, that we're trying to figure out why this service just seems to want to stop. But we can solve our little issue that's created very, very quickly. And it can be used for much more elaborate automations, much more elaborate runbook scenarios than what I just described. But that's a real simple example of what we're talking about with a runbook repository and trying to do leverage the technology in the ways that we want it to. It has knowledge assistance that's in there that's able to drive some knowledge to you, real-time updates as to things that are going on. There's dashboarding, and it's got a very, very high level enterprise-grade security to give you different role-based access based on what you're doing. So what we've talked about, and I'm going to do a little short recap here, that the Technology Alliance partners bring specific value or point solutions to your Cherwell Service Management platform. They're going to give you powerful abilities, and it's going to be integrated to your Cherwell, your ITSM, ESM processes. So, while we've talked about where automations might spin up an incident, automations might spin up a problem record, automations might write an event type information to an event log. What these solutions are able to do is be fully integrated to that ITSM platform, where you may be rolling up more aggregate data from that ITSM platform to be able to really start to make decisions on which things really are problems and things that we need to spend time on. What do we need to do here? What do we need to do there? How many times does this happen? All of those things we leverage our ITSM platform to do, we're able to do leveraging some of these TAP solutions that are going to extend our capabilities out within our organization to be able to deliver the solutions that our clients are expecting. Integrations already exist for Cherwell, and excuse me, with the power of Cherwell's API or the TAP partners integration technology, you can expand it further to suit the specific needs or requirements. So we've seen with our Technology Alliance partners, some of them are leveraging the Cherwell API. They've built an integration on the other side where the Cherwell API talks back to their solution. Some of them have built a middleware solution where the two things talk through some sort of gateway. And so you can leverage those technologies, and all of the partners that we've worked with, where the solutions are expandable, we'll certainly work with our customers to make sure that the solution is going to fit their particular needs and their particular requirements. There are more TAP partners out there that could help you solve your needs, whether that be for a different point solution that maybe we haven't covered in some of the Technology Alliance partners that we've highlighted here today, or other solutions in the same genre that may be able to deliver specific technology, specific functionality, or things being done a particular way that your organization requires. I kind of go back to that example being, sigmago as a mobile solution provides the actual mobile app. Not all of the mobile solutions are doing that. That doesn't make one better than the other. It's going to really be up to you which one is the solution that's more capable or more suits your particular needs. So we have one final poll that we want to kind of throw out to everyone. What is your next initiative that you may have that might leverage a TAP solution? And we've got a few different options that are available for selection. Are you looking for a mobile app for Cherwell? Is it discovery and dependency mapping? Is it barcoding and inventory? Is it automations, or is it something else? What are the solutions that you're looking for that might be the next thing that you're going to do? And it looks like we've had a lot of folks say, hey, we're really looking for discovery and dependency mapping as our next thing, which doesn't really shock me significantly. Tabitha, you can throw that poll up and we can show the results real quick. The answer doesn't really surprise me all that much, in that as we're dealing with COVID, what we've seen from a lot of folks is one of the key things that they found is they want to get their CMDB to a certain level, to a certain capability that they don't have it at today. Because and I've done a number of, there's recordings out there of sessions that I've done on CMDB, where CMDB has kind of become something of what are our assets and where are they and how many do we have and when do these things need to be replaced, and all of a sudden everybody's working from home and they've got organizational assets that are now at home, where an organization may not have, you might have taken your laptop with you, but now they've got Jabra speaker pucks for speaker phones, or they have extra monitors or other technology that the companies sent home for them to be able to work from home more adequately. What are all these things and where are all of them? And as we may offboard an employee, are we getting everything back that we need to get back? Not that people necessarily keep stuff, but you can kind of lose track of some of the accoutrements that you may have acquired over a period of time. And we're what are we, 6-7 months now, 8 months into many of us working from home suddenly starting in March. And so this is something we see a lot of customers looking to tackle. One of the other things that we see a lot of is also the mobile capabilities, as folks need to be able to move around more freely. And we see it from our organizations that while some folks are working from home, there are still folks that go out and fix things. I look at some of our utility companies where, in order to keep the utilities up, you've got folks that are out dealing with the lines, dealing with technology that's in substations, those sort of things. And their ability to do that from a mobile phone or a tablet can be very helpful in not having to drag the laptop out potentially to solve some things. Or another example is in healthcare, where you still have on-site technicians that are moving around in order to solve technology problems, since so much of our healthcare is technology driven. And so those are things that we see that are going on, where these technology solutions and the Technology Alliance partners are being leveraged to really deliver all of the capabilities and all of the power that you have within the Cherwell platform. Tabitha, do you have a few words as it relates to questions?
Yes, I do. So I will say for the poll, I'm going to be using the results to pinpoint what type of follow-up webinar topics that the participants might be interested in. And I know that discovery and dependency mapping has definitely been at the top of the list for many months now. But if you are interested in a certain solution that we talked about today, you can view our YouTube channel by searching Excalibur Data Systems, and you can find one or many of the joint webinars that we've done with our partners. We're always looking for feedback on when it comes to our hosted webinars, if there's a topic that you're interested in that you'd like us to present on. So you can just make sure to send me an email or comment on one of those posts with your suggestion. And I just wanted to say thank you, Mike, for presenting. And as for questions, I'm going to have Mike provide just some closing remarks and maybe some use cases. If you can think of any specific questions that you might have for your organizations, you can email myself. I'll be copied on the follow-up email tomorrow, or you can always email us at sales@excaliburdata.com.
Great, thanks, Tabitha. We want to thank all of you for taking a little bit of time out of your day to join us. We know there's too many webinars and so little time. So if you're viewing this, if you were able to join us live, or you're viewing this as a recording, we are here and happy to discuss any of the technology solutions we've talked about today, and how you can get the most out of your Cherwell system. We want to thank you, wish everybody a fantastic day and fantastic rest of your week. And here in the US, a happy Thanksgiving coming up.